Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 10 of the Love Your Business Mom podcast, season 1. We are here to teach you hard lessons on surviving a business with the warmth and brutal honesty that only a mother can give. I'm here today with Emma. Emma, say hello to the
Hello.
people.
Hello, everyone.
She is a lovely person who I've gotten to know better through her work in Notion. Her work first caught my eye because she made a free diabetes tracker, which I just thought was the most random and interesting and cool thing I'd seen on the platform. So I reached out and we've been talking systems ever since.
Hello, everyone. My name is Affouet Emmanuella Ouattara, but I always go by Emma because it's short, is memorable. I think my career background is really atypical because I've done everything. When I say I've done everything, I've started in international business in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Then I moved from the US to Canada. So basically what I did, I work in administration, like I was working in customer service a long time when I was in the US. And then when I switched to Canada, I was working as an administrative assistant for a real estate company. Then I switched to the construction side. So I was just like a service offer coordinator. So I was basically the one bidding for my company to win some contract.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I did that for about 9 months. Then we had the World African Cup in my country. Then we win. Shout out to my country. So I went back home in Ivory Coast, and then I was there for about, initially I was there for about a month. Then I noticed that since I'm there, my work typically was hybrid. So I do 3 days at the office and 2 days at home. But I noticed that I could actually do my work from home because it wasn't necessarily, they didn't really need me at the office. I was doing everything. Then I got a call that they had to cut my position because they were in a city very far from my city. And in terms of me moving into that city, it's too complicated. I have a son. And then I was like, my son already has a daycare here. If I have to move, and it will be a lot. So they were like, we'll keep your document on file. And if we reopen your position, then we will let you know. So basically, they were like throwing me out, but in a nice way.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm still in my country. So why not? So I stayed in January, February, and March. I already knew that it was coming. But in March, they made me come back to deliver the news to my face. So I was like, okay, at least I had some good fun. And then I came back. They told me, and I was like, okay, now I was out of job. And we all know that work, like actually looking for a job is not easy. And it was March, like beginning of the year. Nobody is hiring. So how am I going to do that? And I'm in the field where, okay, now I switch to the construction side, but then how am I, like, I don't know where to go. I always had a passion for 2D animation because I used to draw. I'll show you later. I used to do cartoon by myself, but that passion was there. So I do a little bit of graphic design here and there then. So I was like, okay, what should I do now? I was looking for a job. I was doing first interview, shortlisted, then the famous message, we regret to inform you. So I was tired. One day I was on YouTube watching a Nigerian movie. I always Google automation or what to do. So I was watching my movie, and then I saw on the right side, like those recommendations from YouTube. And I saw a video that actually piqued my interest. It was the one from Thomas Frank.
I know his work.
Yeah, I
He's
never knew
great.
about him before. So I was like, interesting. What is Notion? Actually, it was what is Notion? Like, if you want to start from beginning to end. I never heard about Notion. So let me see. Because I know Asana, I know Monday. No disrespect, but I found them bland. Like, you just for companies, actually. Like, you
Yeah.
can really do much. Like, you have to actually work with a team to use those type of tools. So I was like, what about Notion? Let me see. So I saw the video and he created a template from scratch. And I was like, that's interesting, right? And they offered it for free. So I went on Notion. I opened my corner, I saw the white page. How did he do it? So I was like, now my mind started, because you know what, as creative, we have a certain way of looking at things. So, okay, how does he do it? How did he do? So I started to like check the properties. Oh, the formulas. Oh, it did this. I did my research. I went to ChatGPT. So I was like, you know what? I want to learn, but my way of learning is learning with everybody. I had my Instagram and I was like, I want to transform my Instagram because I always put picture of myself. I was like, now I want to be a teacher. I like Notion. I want to be a teacher, but I
I love
never,
it.
I never actually built a template at that time. It was March
Mm,
2024. So I was like, okay, I put his template as my go-to template. So I created one template and I started using, was like a tracker. Actually, it wasn't even a track, like it wasn't a project tracker. It was just to check my task that I have during my weekly task. So I did that. And I was like, okay, let me introduce the Notion formula or two. And I really liked it. I was like, okay, you know what? Let me put in my bio on Instagram that I'm an ambassador from Notion. And I did that. I had the gut to do it. I was following all of them in the communities because, and now I discovered they have a big communities and they're like all together like a family. And I really like that idea. I never saw
yeah.
all those big companies that have a community like Notion. So I was like, yeah, I really
Yeah.
like that. So I was like, okay, you know what? Now I can create one template. I'm not a Notion template creator, but if someone like, okay, teach me, I can teach what I know. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just put on. So we were like April to May. Let me put on
Okay.
Instagram. Okay, I look for people to teach them Notion. If you're interested, just let me know. I had 10K views on that. And it was just an image.
Wow.
It wasn't even nothing. And the comment section was boiling. I want in because I did the mini chat automation. I was overwhelmed. There are people that want to know, right? Okay.
Yes.
Let me just do it the right way. So I went on Thinkific and I did the whole course. By now, by May, you couldn't even believe that I wasn't an ambassador because I could create template like actually if you see it you'll be like because I was introducing Notion formulas and I know how to explain it. You wouldn't even believe that I didn't have the means to do it. I led a group of 20 people on Thinkific from Nigeria and Ghana. Since I went to the US to do my studies, all my Instagram was in English. So most of the people that were following me was from the
Mm,
English part of Africa. I have some French people, but since they understand English, that's why. So I would say my first people were my English people from Africa. It was my little group. And then I got noticed by the certified consultant from Notion. Her name was Molly. She goes by
mhm.
Notion Molly or something. You can look. So she was like, "Oh, I see what you're doing. This is good. You actually have to embark on the real thing because I noticed that you're not ambassador for real. You can
She
go
caught
ahead
you.
now. Like, you can go ahead now. By May, I was already doing videos on YouTube. I was actually
Mhm.
promoting the tool without even being in it. So they were like, oh,
Exactly.
you already have the qualities that they look for, then you can go ahead and do it. So I did. It was, they tell you on the application that it can take a month. I
Mhm.
applied Wednesday. By next week, I was already in because they
I
loved
love
what
it.
they saw, right? And guess what?
What?
Thomas Frank is in there. I was like, oh wow, all them big people. I was like, oh wow. So now I'm with the big people of Notion. I felt really honored to be in this space, and they really, it's like a family. If you need help with maybe a Notion formula or help to do events, they are there for you. They actually help you do stuff. So I was like, oh, that's nice. Now they were like, okay, now you're an ambassador. Now you can do webinars, you can do in-person event. But I was shy.
Yeah.
That was my problem. I know I speak English, but I noticed that in my country, there is a need of tools like that. How do I do that? Because I speak English, I speak French. Now I would say my subscriber like it's like a divided team, so I need to find the perfect way. So we'll say 2024 was my way of finding where I go from. Now Notion knows me and
Mhm.
everything. I do courses, I teach people, I create system and everything. Now before actually putting myself out, I need to know what to do. So I would say
Yeah.
2024 was just looking for ways of actually introducing myself. I noticed that in my country, they have a community for women in tech. So I was like, let me just join to see if there was a need. And actually, there was a big need because it's like when I entered, like, oh, thank God, like you're here. We needed you. I was like, what? Because
I
they
love
all
it.
use, yeah, they all use Notion in some ways. It was really interesting. And they offered me my first webinar. We want you to do a webinar for people that don't know about the tools or people that know about it, but they, no, it's too difficult or whatever. So I did my
Right.
first webinar with them. It was early 2025. I did that with
Mm-hmm.
it. The shyness broke. I was like, oh, now I can do some stuff. I was showing my face, but it was different in kind of
Yeah.
way, like with people and everything. Because when I do YouTube lives, I know I'm always by myself and people will watch. But it's a different thing when you engage and people engage back. I really like that. So I was like, okay, let me go to Twitch. From now, I can say that, yeah, I abandoned Twitch, but I'll go back. Because I had,
Why are you banned?
no, the thing is, I had too much clients now. That's the problem.
Oh,
Yeah, because now I will come into that. Don't worry. So I did that with them and I started doing webinars here and there. People were inviting me to teach women how to break from shyness. It was crazy because it was the first time that I was actually teaching people, but not about a tool, about themselves. Like how I did
mm-hmm.
come out from a shy person to actually extrovert person. Like actually, if you have a skill or a gift, you have to show people because people will not know. Can you imagine
Yeah.
if I was like, okay, I know what to do, but I don't show it on LinkedIn? And LinkedIn was my fear because I didn't know how to
Yeah.
approach LinkedIn. Can you imagine if I didn't do certain things on LinkedIn, nobody will know me? By now, you wouldn't even know me. So I pushed because I knew I had something in my hands. I know that whatever I create, it helps someone. As a Notion template creator, people like to create the same things. But mine,
Mm-hmm.
if you go on my own, there is no glucose level tracker as the one I created. It doesn't exist. Even when I do my thing, I always gamify the experience because I don't want people to be bored. Okay, you
Yeah.
can be a secret agent and do your project and task.
Oh,
You don't get bored because I noticed that the attention span of people decrease from day to day. I think maybe beginning of the year it was 6 seconds, now maybe zero 0.2. I don't know. Like they get bored easy. So you need something to hook them in a tool.
yeah.
Even if they know they have to use it, but they need something like a dopamine type of thing to
Yeah.
actually keep them in. That was my goal. I always wanted to code, but I was
Mm-hmm.
scared. I started with Codedex, that platform, and I tried,
Mm-hmm.
but I got scared and I ran away. I was like, maybe it's not for me. But then I was like, you know what? Let me try. So then again, my target, my country, I know there are big things I can do. I'm not scared easily, and I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Usually, the software engineering part of thing is usually men in that sphere,
Mm-hmm.
not really women. Nowadays, I can see women in tech in my country, but before it wasn't the case. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't have a software engineer certificate. I don't even have a background. Let me shock them. So everything that I've learned, YouTube, AI things, I was like, you know what? Let me create something. The first app that I created was actually a project tracker. You put your task and then you get a notification. People tried it, they really liked it. I was like, okay, let me see if I can go higher. Then I
Okay.
noticed, like in my country, people like to bash the things that do not work. We know that sometimes they cut the electricity sometimes when it's not working or the electricity down, and those poor people they get bashed on the internet for nothing. When people are hungry, they have to put their anger to someone, and that poor society, like that poor company, they get bashed from all over the place. All the social, you see
Mm-hmm.
some insult or whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me create a game so
Mm-hmm.
that people will understand what it means to actually be an electrician or work in that company. I create a game,
Yeah.
but it's in French.
I know it's gonna be great practice.
I create a game where you can play with the voltage and everything. If you do a certain voltage, it whiz you or whatever. And then you have to actually, I do a quiz so that you actually know what kind of things you have to do. If maybe like you have water on the floor and then you have the electricity, what do you do and whatever. And then whenever you finish, then I have a page called statistic where you can see all the people that played. So I did
I
that.
love that.
Again, guess what? That was my second, right? And then I went on LinkedIn. This is me trying to code. And I forget
Yeah.
that everything to code, you have to secure it. I was just excited. Like it's my first
Mm-hmm.
thing. Let me just push it out there. I forgot to secure my app and my API was out. In this
Mm-hmm.
type of case, hackers can
Yeah.
trouble you. And that's what happened. Because I received a comment on LinkedIn, oh, your API is out. As soon as I received that comment, a hacker went on my site and he put hacker on all of my games, on all of my comments. I was like, you don't know me. I spent a day fighting back and forth with him, and I pushed him out of my site. So then I was like, oh,
Good
now
job.
I was like, you know what? Now there's some things I can do. Then I pushed. I was like, okay, now they know that they cannot play with me easily, because I think maybe they were like, oh, she's newbie, we can mess with her, whatever. Oh, and I was like, no. I pushed them up. I secured the thing. Now I have a system where someone tried to hack in, or maybe my site is down. It just noticed me and it works in the back end. So now I'm ready. Then I was like, you know what? Let me touch the administration a bit, because like back in Africa, sometimes, not to bash them, but to put a light on them, sometimes like you wish the system in those administration was a little bit faster. Here, like in America or in Europe, we are used to a certain things like you go in, you go out. In my country, you go at 8 a.m., sometimes you come out at 5 p.m. So I was like, let me just try to create something. And this is my goal. I noticed that sometimes when you want to make a complaint, for example, they were supposed to maybe work on the road, or maybe those lights in the neighborhoods are not working, or maybe the water, there's a news water like on the side, or everything's dirty. Usually you go to the mayor office and you make a complaint, but there's nobody actually, as of right now, like you go there, but you don't know who's working on it. Even if they say, okay, we work on it, you have no idea how, you don't see the proof. It's like, yeah, whatever, we'll take care of it. So now my app that I created recently, that I actually started to take in Ivory Coast, and I have to go back now to actually present it.
Okay.
So now it's like, you as a citizen, you say, oh, I see that there is a big hole in the road. I take a picture. I submit the signal or whatever. The thing is, I put the system in which if you don't have a picture to show, it's not going to work, because I do not want anything. So you have to show the proof that you say it's not working, right? Show us the proof. Then you send us the proof. There is an automatic message that sends you, okay, yes, we received it. We're going to take care of it. The administration has the power to dispatch the work to the agents. So there is one side for the administration and one side for the agents. Now, when the administration sends the message, I create a Gmail inbox in there, a type of. So he sends the message to the agent receives it, then administration knows that he received it. Then he needs to say start treatment. When he clicks the button start treatment, the administration knows. Because it's like it's a tracker. And when he knows, when you say, okay, I'm done with the treatment, now as the agent, you need to show the proof that you finished the job. You take a picture of the job, you send it to the admin. Now has the power to close or not close the file. When they close the file, they send a message to the citizen, say, okay, now you can go on my signals and put your name and your neighborhood and check. And I install like a heat map on the landing page so you can see actually where was the problem. It is ready to be deployed. Now I need a mayor office or maybe someone in the government to actually give me a chance to present. Not like they will start right away, or I just need a push. So what I did was on the site, I put a petition site. If you really like the idea, back home is like you use either the force or the population. And I use the population because I appeal to them. If you want this thing to be real, because it's real, but it's not adopted yet, sign the petition. So far, because I put it out last week, so far I have 38 something. But now, you know me, I like to go further. So now I'm like, okay, let me go there. And then actually look for a chance to present it to someone. And hopefully it might get deployed or not, but at least I tried. So that's my way of giving to the people. I'm still learning, but what I do is amazing because I know I have a gift. So right now, I'm booked. I'm even booked from June to August. One person.
Wow. Congratulations.
So, my dear, based on that app alone, even though they don't necessarily want that app, they saw the potential that they want to work with me. Actually, that I'm glad that I put it out, even if it's get deployed or not. I know I can have clients from anywhere. So That's a little bit of my story.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love hearing more about your journey. One thing that really stuck out to me and that I've noticed in how I see you show up virtually is that you really like to help others, right? You made a diabetes tracker, you made an app for people to report issues in their city. Have you always been a helper?
I don't like to see people in a bad state. Whatever I can do to help, even if it's not monetary, if I can help you,
Yeah.
giving advice. Actually, I'm a great consultant in terms of advice. All my friends, they come, they like to talk to me because they know that I'll give them always an idea that will make them money or just
Mhm.
relieve them in some ways. I have plenty of friends that call me like, I want to start this, but I'm scared. I was like you, but then look at me now. And you can actually see I was really shy. I was scared of doing things. And now you see me, I do things. It's not like the business world is scary, but if you do not take risks, how are you going to be able to know if it's good or not? Because in
Yeah.
the US, I started doing things, but it wasn't working. It could have put me down, but I was like, you know what? If it's not working, then that thing is not for me. Because the thing with
Yeah.
us is if we see someone maybe sell cupcakes and it works, we're
Mhm.
going to automatically think that, yeah, I can sell cupcakes and it's going to work. But no, it's not going to work because this is the work
Yeah.
of your hands. This is not your thing. And everything that I do, I
Mm.
just don't take the credit. It's because of Jesus. I'm a Jesus girly because I pray a lot. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, how do you do it? I say, it's Jesus. So it's not me. It's not me.
Mm.
Because I was helpless. Then I prayed and then I had the
Mm.
result. I know it's not everybody that pray. So I'm not pushing like an agenda or something. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
that's
what works
okay.
for me. I'm just saying what works for me because I always like to say because people sometimes they are divided like no, why do you push that? No, whatever works for me. If you ask me what works for me, I will tell you that this is not
Yeah.
me. The ideas that came, honestly, I don't know how they come if it's not Jesus. Because I was seated on a Friday and I created that app in 7 days. How?
Yeah.
I wasn't even, I was just watching TV, man. I was like, you know what? I always knew that there were some stuff in my country that I could help with, but it just happened
Mhm.
like that. I'm
Yeah.
a human being. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
whatever I do, I put in prayer. If it works, then it works. If I do something
Of
that doesn't
course.
work, that means it's not for me. That's I
Yeah.
always look at like that. So that's how
I
I
think
see
that's
it.
beautiful. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
do you feel of course, I wanna dig into your creative process more. I love meeting people who are so creative and understanding how they do what they do. It almost sounds like you get a stroke of divine inspiration.
Whenever I'm here, I don't know how to explain. Like when you have a jolt of ideas in your mind, I always
Yes.
have to write something. See my book, let me tell you. See this thing? This
Yeah.
plenty of ideas.
That I have one in Notion. I
Whenever
call my idea box.
yeah, because I do with Notion, but I always have I would say I'm a traditional girl. I like to write first. Before Notion, I always write stuff because that's what I used
Yeah.
to do before. So I always have this. I put my verses over there. I put whatever I think I can improve of myself. Like it's like my daily journal slash ideas
Yeah.
slash whatever I can do to shock the people. I want to be different. Everybody knows gumbo, but the numeric
Yeah.
side I just had it because it's like a touch of it's very different.
I love it. I
So the
feel
idea is I will be here talking to someone and I have ideas for them or for me or maybe for both of us. And then that's was like, yeah, we need to do something. That's what I told you the first time we met. I said, "Oh yeah, we need to collab or something." But I was still thinking. Then you came out with, "Oh yeah, I'm doing a pot." I was like, "Yeah, this is it."
being a mom, our schedules can be crazy, but I still definitely want to do your Twitch stream and watch you build things. One day my husband was like, when you're making these automations and stuff, you should stream it. Someone would enjoy that. And then the next day I saw you streaming. I was like, hey, somebody had that idea already, babe. You're too late. It was so funny. I was like, I love that she's doing this. I think it's cool. And I think you represent something that I'm really passionate about and part of why I'm doing this podcast and the way I move, which is not gatekeeping. I love that you share information and make it available to people.
Why am I going to keep it for me? People always think, oh, because someone just put out a project that I wanted to put out, maybe yours will take over mine. You don't know. Everybody has this change. The way I see it, everybody is doing the same thing over and over, but it's just refined based on the person or the personality. Just do your thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter even if we do the same thing over. And I'm a big supporter. You see me? I just need to understand your vision If I support you until the end. You don't even
Yeah.
have to ask me, oh, just share my stuff. No, I just share. Like when I talk to someone, hey, my friend is doing this. I think you'll like it. I'm a big sharer. I think I was born that way because I'm
Yeah.
really generous. I like to give. It can be ideas, whatever. I like to help people. And that was since I
Yeah.
was very young. It just stayed with me. This, I think it's a big threat for me. So
So who in your life gives to you? Are there people in your life who reciprocate that energy or who inspired you to be that way?
I would say my mom, first and foremost, because she's a big giver. I think we all took it from her. She really likes to help. She really likes to listen. And I think I caught those traits. Now, in my life, I've been in front of people that were abusing this. When you like to give too much and you don't have restraint, have the tendency of abusing you or maybe make up stories. There were some times when I was in the US, like, I know I don't have the money, but because the person is crying in front of me, I have to look for ways to find the money to help that person because I've been bullied before because of that.
Mm,
If I can help you, honestly, I will do it. Even if you did me bad.
yeah.
That's the type of person I am. You did me bad
Yeah.
things, it will hurt me. Then if I forgive you for good, no hard
Yeah.
feelings. But we will not be friends as we used to. That's the thing. That's the thing
Yeah.
with me. I don't care. If I can, I will. But don't expect me
Yeah.
to help you because I'm generous. I tell myself, we are only here for a time. I want to
Yeah.
live my life so that when I go, my parents are proud, my son is proud, everything that I did on this earth, because everything you do stays. Even if you did a bad thing, it stays. The internet is here to stay. But if I can't really be in a position to actually say something nice, I just
Yeah.
remove myself. That's what
That's
I do.
smart. How do you know when to draw that line?
I have a need to sense people's spirit. Like when
Mm,
someone has a bad aura. You can meet someone for the first time and click with the person like we did. But you can meet someone and your gut feeling says there's something wrong. You don't know how to explain, but there's something about that person. You don't really feel like you want to talk to the person. I always listen
yeah.
to my intuition. I'm not going to say that person is bad, but if my spirit is not aligning with yours, there's a problem. Yes, we are humans, but we are spirits. So there's two words, the physical and the spiritual. I don't judge people, but if I come meet you the first time that there's something in my heart that I'm feeling discomfort, I'll say, okay, nice, not meet you, whatever, but you're not going to see me around that person. We can interact, but I'm not going to approach that person as a friend. I'll just keep it at a certain distance because I don't feel the connection. Not meaning that this person is bad, but for me, I just, is per feeling that I'll say I engage with people. Yeah. And it really helped me because before I wasn't doing that. So I encountered some people that appeared nice, but they were doing
Mm,
bad things. After I discovered that, I was like, oh, wow, you're really that person? I thought in my head, everybody is nice. When you grow up, you're like, everybody's nice. Everybody wants you good. Like, everybody's your friends. You tell your things to everybody. That's what I was doing before. Then I hit the wall and I was
yeah.
like, oh, wow. Now everybody can laugh with you, but they don't mean you good. They can
Mm-hmm.
envy you, they can be jealous of you, they can do so many things, and it's not written in their heads. So, how do you
Yeah.
do it? I learned about listening to my gut feelings. If you continue with that person, either professionally or whatever, or you just
Yeah.
stay there, hello, hi, and that's it.
Do you ever have the same thing with projects, like where you know if you're going to pursue an idea or not? That same kind of gut feeling way. Oh, what if I did this? Do you apply the same logic, or does it only work with people?
I'll say it depends because when I would say in the 9 to 5 word, you don't have a choice but to work with the people that are assigned to you. But in terms of now, like I'm working for myself, yes, by gut feeling, I know I need money. But if I
Yeah.
cannot sense you or if I can not really help, because I'm not a jack of all trade. I have limitation. Whenever you
Yeah.
meet me and then like, oh, I have an idea. Okay, let me get back to you. Now I sit down. I'm like, okay, can I really do this? And I just do the advantages, the inconveniences, the time because this is my time. I am a mother. My son is 4, so I need to take care of him. I cannot take a job that will take all my time and leave my family. Yes, we need money, we're in a recession or whatever, but I
Yeah.
always prioritize my family first. If I can't do it, I will have another way. There is another opportunity that will show up because I don't want to
Yeah.
jeopardize whatever I have just for money. The thing with money is it comes and goes,
Truly.
but your family is really important, especially children, because they
Yeah.
will replicate what they see. So, me, I'm big on teaching my son the good values and virtues,
Yeah.
and I need to do it on a daily. That's my thing.
I love that being a mom helps you have your North Star and have your ability to know what feels good. Are there other ways that being a parent and owning your own business, are there any other ways that's changed your life or any other ways that like you've had challenges or successes with those two things coinciding?
Having my own business really helped me have time for my family
Mm,
because when you have an actually, I wasn't having a 9 to 5, I was having an 8 to 6. You wake up early
yeah.
to do everything for the kids, then you go to work, you're tired, come back, take out the kid, you wake up early,
Yep.
sleep late, and every day. I don't want to burn out, but now with the thing I do,
No.
I can be in any country and work for myself. you
I
know?
love it. That's my favorite part.
The first thing that really empowered me was the first client was from my country. That's
Mm,
really set the bar that I wanted because I really wanted to reach that target. Like actually take someone from my country that speak French. At first she was like, no, me, I don't use Notion. I use Trail or whatever. I'm like, you know what? Don't worry. Let me build
yeah.
something. You need some automation for your business. And then I was like, I introduced Notion. You know what? We can do something Notion. Why not? She was like, yeah, yeah, okay. So she bought the idea. Because me, the people that said no at first, those are my kind of targets.
Hmm.
Because they say no because they don't know if they that will
Yeah.
really help. Or maybe they are used to a tool. But when someone say, yeah, I already use it, I'm like, yeah, sure.
Mm,
You're already in the family. But when someone say no, I like the challenge. I really like that.
yeah.
Because it's like
Well,
it's a do or die. As creators, we know
yeah.
what we know, and sometimes we like to impose things on people. But me, maybe I would say my playful side or the thing that I like to connect with people first before working, because that's for
Yeah.
me is the big thing. I like to connect with you to see how you think. So from there now I can see, okay, I can design whatever you think the right way. That's why I like to approach things.
I love that. I love the playful side. I think it's why I relate so much to the things that you produce. I also like that you're not afraid to be unconventional and you're not afraid to just be different. And I feel like if I were to take a lesson away from this whole conversation, I would say the lesson here today is to take big swings. The whole time we've been talking, you're talking about losing your job, starting a business, saying, hey, I'm an expert at Notion before you were even in the program. And I even think your ability to try creative things like the diabetes tracker and this new gumbo game, I think you're willing to take big swings and not all of them will work out, right? You might have a hacker the first time you try to code something, but I feel like your desire to do that has allowed you to grow really quickly in a really competitive and saturated field. What is something that you think listeners could do, one actual step they could take today to take more big swings and to be confident in those?
So I would say do not be afraid to start. You never know what will work for you. Look, don't
Yeah.
take people's big wins to apply to your life. Your life is different. You are
Mm,
different. Whatever you master, it can be in the bakery side, tech side, or whatever, master it
yeah.
first and then show it to people. You never know who you can touch.
Yeah.
With the internet, everything goes fast. You might talk to someone not interested in your craft, but they might refer you to somebody. And that's
Yeah.
my main thing. And I build in public so that people will know you can
Yeah.
fail.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So
Wonderful. The theme of this season so far has been family values. And when I say that, values that we have from our home life that we take into our work every day. Anybody who's a repeat listener will know mine is honesty. So with my kids, my husband, I always tell them, if you're honest with me and you did something wrong, you'll be in 3 times less trouble. I can only help you if I know what happened. So what is a value from your family that you take in the work to show up the way that you do every day?
always be honest. no matter how bad it is. I
Yeah.
don't like to sugarcoat things. I know there are some things that hurt, but I'll use words you can understand and not
Mhm.
hurt you. I'll tell
Yeah.
you the truth, no matter if you like me after or not. Be honest, because it's the honesty that pays. You're not going to be lying to your friends or your family about something that they do. That's the first value. Then the sharing. Always share.
Mm.
Always
Yeah.
share. You don't know what you do to a person that it's in need. Like sometimes they might not tell you that they need something, but you might have a
Right.
discernment. The joy that the person is going to feel, it's a reward. You might not see it, but it will reflect on your good karma. Let's just say it like this. Whatever good you put, you receive back. Yes.
Thank you for joining us
You're
today.
welcome.
I love your work. I will link to your
Thank
link.
you.
I just think what you're doing is so unique, and I love unique people. I'm grateful for all the insights you shared today. I'm really inspired personally. I'm in a era of my life where I feel like I can either choose to take those big swings or to just chill and relax today.
Yeah, you,
And
you
really,
should.
yeah, no, we just appreciate your honesty. I feel like there's so much to learn professionally and personally from this, and we will see you all next week for another
Oh,
incredible
of course.
episode. And
No
let's say
problem.
goodnight. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.